All right. We are live. Welcome from the crossroads of America. Talk show about guns, politics, or anything else that crosses my mind. Answer questions from the audience, either in the chat or by email at rickslifeasIseeit at gmail.com or spottedrick at gmail.com. I have a Patreon page, PayPal, and a whole bunch of other info down there in the info section below. So we got that out of the way. Let's see, right now, we just got who we got in the room. Not many people. Kingpin was first in, then Buck, then AR Guns. That's it at the moment. Jacob S is here. Yeah, I'm late getting started today, guys. I was sitting here talking to my panel and didn't realize it had gone 3 o'clock. Oh, Sabrina's here. Raphael's here. They're all starting to show up. See, they're all waiting for me because I was late today. See? So, all right, let me introduce my panel. Is we got the one and only from New York Outcast. How you doing?
Doing well. Thanks for having me. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Apologize for Rick's tardiness. We had him sidetracked.
Yes. Then, very quietly, I'll say hi to Squibload because he's out hunting.
Yeah, hey, no, I knew it was after 3. I just kept you talking because you're such a stickler for starting on time.
Well, as the audience can see, my title is "I Got Nothing." You know, I'm trying to stay away from mainstream media because the news, all it does is frustrate me. And I'm thinking, how do these idiots don't see what's going on? But that's it. I mean, in the gun world, anything happening in the gun world? I can't afford a new gun, so I don't look at anything, really. I keep an eye on Second Amendment stuff going on,
We should try to get Squib fired up today since got you last time, Now Squib's in the blind or shack or whatever he's in, so he'll be drooling, wanting to yell at us, but can't respond, ruin his hunt.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope when if he sees the deer and pulls the trigger, I hope he mutes. Otherwise, they'll get me struck off of YouTube,
Won't be the first time I was live on YouTube and I shot a deer.
Yeah. So no, I mean, I haven't been paying much attention to the news and everything like that because, as I said, it just, I don't know. Me, all I'm doing is just minding my own business, But I was thinking the last few days. I'm thinking, oh my God, I got the COVID. I got it because I've had a little tickly cough and my nose has been running. But I think it's the flu. I think it's a mild case of flu, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, you got to be careful. A lot of people are doing that. As soon as they get any little anything, it's instantly COVID. So it's just
yeah. Oh, Sabrina
mentally
says,
psych yourself out.
Yeah, Sabrina says they're going in complete lockdown over there in Sweden. Yeah, hey, it's happening in certain states here too that they're bringing back mask mandates and all kinds of shit. Mainly in those states run by Democrats.
Not many are following it, but it is happening here. So all the signs are back up. People at the stores try to tell you something. So yeah, but I haven't had any issues in my travels. So although I try not to go in the stores a lot if I can help it, just because we spend money when you're in a store. So you stay out of them, you get to keep more of your money.
on the news here, they've been saying that the hospitals are overwhelmed and that people can't get in for surgery because the hospitals are just so backed up with people. And they say it's the Delta variant and the Omicron variant, and they can't keep up with it. The only thing is, nobody knows anybody who's in the hospital with these things. And last year when they did this, the hospitals were empty and they were firing or laying off their staff because they had no work. Yet the whole time the news was saying, oh, they're overwhelmed. They're all these dead people and ICUs are just, and it was all a lie. So I don't believe it this year either. I think it's just another lie. But I had a guy from Alabama tell me how bad it was here in Michigan. And it's like, dude, you haven't even ever been to Michigan, all right? Because he saw it on the news. He goes, well, I saw it on the news how bad it is here. And it's like, they lied last year. They're lying again this year. It's just, and there was some woman, she's going, I wasn't able to go get my surgery and I'm in pain. If all of you people would just take the vaccine. And it's like, the vaccine doesn't work. And that's not going to get you. It's not a problem with people being vaccinated or different variants of a flu virus. It's the hospital's policy. It's not, has nothing to do with me. If you picked a shitty hospital, lady, I don't know what to tell you.
Yep. Oh, I just realized what I said was Sabrina. It's not Sweden. It's the Netherlands she lives in that are in complete lockdown. Yeah. Thanks for reminding me. It was a slip of the tongue, Sabrina. I didn't do it on purpose. Yeah. Mind you, I did hear. Well, I didn't hear. I read the headline when because I have certain news things show up on my phone. Normally, I just go ahead and close them down without even reading them. But I did see one where the most beloved president of all time with 80 odd million legitimate votes claimed that or said this is the for the unvaccinated, this is the winter of death. Like, I mean, does he really think he's scaring me?
It's hilarious because, I mean, from everything I've seen, it seems like the people that are vaccinated are the ones having the most issues right now. So,
yeah.
Seems kind of the whole thing counterproductive and guilt trips, peer pressure. Yeah, I thought trying to force drugs upon people were bad, but it's a different world nowadays.
And I had another notification that that vaccine, you know, from 5 to 11-year-olds, they're having issues. Some of these kids are reacting to it. You know, some heart issues. So I don't know. It's amazing how winter's coming. They're doing this going into an election year. You know, I mean, I know election's not till next November, but come January, it's election season. You know, and so you know, all them. Now we got people in New York who are non-residents non-citizens allowed to vote. You know, it's pitiful. It really is. See, you got me going. You got me going. See, I'm trying to stay away from it all. You know.
So you think you're going to have somebody come out last minute like a ringer and say, "Oh, this is ridiculous. Doesn't seem to be working," and blah blah blah, and then try to persuade everybody to vote for them, even though they're anti-America?
No.
I
think personally, I mean, all indications is the midterms, which are coming, that the Republicans should win both chambers. And if they don't, it's rigged. I'm sorry. There ain't no other word for it. You know? But yeah, Buck says they're setting up for mail-in voting again is what they're doing. You know? by making everybody so scared. And what I find so hard, but then again, see, that's all you're fed. I mean, your newspapers, your local television is that's all you're getting. I mean, like people. I'm not picking on you, Rob, but people in the like on the northeast of the country. I mean, 90% of them are drinking the Kool-Aid, and they're believing all this shit. Is what I find absolutely
No,
fascinating.
I definitely wouldn't say 90%. So I don't even think 90% of people even watch news, one way or the other, period. I think, the masses don't pay much attention and catch what's on TV or, when they're waiting in line somewhere and this and that.
Well,
Obviously, you repeat anything enough, people start to believe it. Even if they know it's wrong.
I bet you there's more people wearing masks in your area now than there was last week.
Probably. Yeah, I'd say that probably.
So where are they getting the info from?
Still,
where are they getting the info
from? That's not everybody. Probably peer pressure in most cases. I don't know. News, peer pressure,
they're drinking
signs on every door.
Yeah,
I'm not arguing that people do. I'm just saying 90%. I think it's pretty high.
I don't know. I don't think so.
You got people who don't work. They sit at home and they watch the TV all day, and that's where that's their world. Oh, they might go out and do this and do that here and there, but for the most part, they're just sitting in front of that TV all day, and that's what they get. Then you've got the people that live in areas where there aren't a lot of people, and they, their cousin Billy Bob around the corner got it, and he went to the hospital with it, so everybody must have it. And it's, but then again, you got people in highly populated areas that vote a certain way, and they've swallowed the flavor aid, but that's still not everybody. There are lots of people out there who can think for themselves. There's lots of people out there who raise their kids right. There's lots of people out there that just do what they have to do, and anything above and beyond that they don't. But they stay silent, and they stay silent because of what they stand to lose by voicing their opinion. And I think people have lost sight of the fact that the country is divided, but one side is vocal and the other side is not very vocal. And because of that, people on the one side that's not very vocal get discouraged because they don't see other people. Your world is not just the little bubble you freaking live in. If we had this social media thing, we can talk to people in other states and other countries, and we can find out what's going on there. I remember last year, all kinds of people on YouTube were asking me off air if everything was okay. I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's like, didn't you see what was on NBC about what happened in Michigan? And all of it was a lie. It was an absolute total lie. And I was able to tell people, nope, that ain't happening. Nope, that isn't happening. Nope. And, but the things that did happen, I was also able to verify that as well. And I think if we use this to our advantage, we can network out and we can share information and we can shut down their lives. The problem is there's some people that don't look at it that way. They don't look at it as a resource to do some fact checking, to do some critical thinking, to look around them and say, you know what, I work with 100 people and nobody's sick. Statistically, there should be at least one person sick based on the fact that they're saying everybody's dying from this. So what the fuck? But that's just not the way things are.
All right. I see where you're coming from. I mean, here in this little part of Indiana, I mean, life, everything, life is sort of like normal. I can't think of the correct word to use for it, but there's, you might see the odd person wearing a mask and stuff, but otherwise life is going on as normal. But you're right. I was thinking about this the other day. People, how can I don't care what you are, if you want to call yourself non-binary or whatever, you're either male or female or whatever, you're gay, straight, I don't give a shit which way you lean. But the problem is everything is being changed because of such a small percentage of the country. I mean, if you look at the people who are into, I'm not a man or a woman, that's such a small percentage of the population, but that small percentage is controlling the narrative. And it's annoying the piss out of me. It really is. I just think it's not enough people to speaking up, because if we speak up, then we're branded as some phobia or something or another. No, I'm using common sense. I mean, I don't care. I mean, if you want to, if you want to be, if you want to say you're a woman, say you're a woman, but you were either born male or female, and that is scientific proof. That's scientific. There is no other genders. There's male or female. That's it. That's science. But if you want to call yourself a woman, go for it. But what I'm saying is these small majority of people are controlling the narrative, and that's why this country is so fucked up.
I think you just gotta ignore some of that stuff. Don't let the stuff affect you in a sense, and don't adhere to what you don't believe in your life. People can judge you however they want to judge you. So, in my opinion, feeding into it and having conversations continuously, I think, is what rehashes all this. In a sense, same thing with race in a lot of sense. Just let it freaking go, and it's not a problem. But every other week, we got big out, drawn out conversations and everything about this or that. In a sense, us regurgitating some of this, I feel, is part of the problem. But again, just my opinion. So.
Well, once all of you agree with me, then we won't have to regurgitate it, will we?
When are you gonna eat some mac and cheese, man?
See, you're trying to. A small majority of you are trying to force that on me. Yeah.
When I make it'll smell so good he can't not eat it.
Oh, see, the ladies even offering to make it for you.
No. Mac and cheese. I just the thought of it. I just thinking about it, I'm starting to gag.
If everybody out there would just do the right thing and eat some mac and cheese, then everything would be fine.
Yeah, the world will be a better place.
Yeah. And then we can deal with this pandemic.
Yeah. That would kill. Eat mac and cheese, and that would kill the COVID. So maybe I will eat it. But I got my hydrochloroquine. I don't give a shit. I believe that is helping me. Honestly, I really do. People don't do anything with it because when was it? When this first started and Trump brought it up, it was the worst thing ever said.
And they related it to politics, but lots of things get done like that. So, so they try to do with the whole vaccine and everything too, politics, but there's common thought. There's stuff behind this type of stuff, so it's not just politics. So,
I got my second Christmas card this morning with $20 in it from my aunt. So that'll get me 2 dinners down at the diner. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I can't say I don't get any Christmas presents now, can I? Because being given $20 in a Christmas card is a present, isn't it? It's a gift. So I got a gift this year. First time in a long time. Yeah, but it's not, Christmas isn't about gifts and shit. So I've been told. Who told me this? Somebody did. told me I'm too commercial when it comes to Christmas. I said, too commercial? You won't even find a decoration in my house. How am I commercial? You know? No, I don't know. But back, slightly going off topic, I'm trying to do a circle back here. Right? Back to this dreaded, whatever you want to call this virus. You allowed to say virus or COVID now on YouTube or not? I don't know. But I'm saying it anyway. But, you know, if I'm going to die from it, then it's my time. I honestly believe that. When people die, it's their time. Even little kids. If a little kid dies, it's their time. There's a reason for it. It's upsetting. It seems cruel. It's not fair. But there's a reason for it. And that's my belief. You know, you guys don't have to believe it. That's fine. But I do, you know. And that's the way I look at life. I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm so screwed up. I don't know. So
if that's what you
My
believe,
opinion. Go ahead, Squid.
If that's what you believe, then why do you have a firearm to defend yourself?
Why? Because I don't want to get hurt. I didn't say I didn't want to die. I mean, when it's time for me to die, I'm going to die.
Well, if it's
So the firearm might not help me. But I mean, I'm not going to. I mean, put it this way: if somebody wants to come and hurt me, I'm not going to let them hurt me. You know, but if that person gets past my firearm and turns it on me and shoots me with it and I die, so be it.
What if they are the people that have your disability or social security check? And the only way you can do it is if they spank you. Are you going to let them?
Do what now?
You going to let the people that pay you spank you before you pick up your paycheck?
No.
No?
Oh, I don't think so.
But if they force you to get the shot, you would, right? Oh. I'm just messing with you. I think you can let it go. I'm just messing with you.
No. But as I said that before, I mean, that's the only way they're going to get me to take the shot is if I'm forced into it by something that I have let myself get into by the choices I've made during my life.
Well, instead of a shot, what if it was a spanking? You had to go down there, get in line, get a spanking to get paid. Would you do it, even though everybody else is?
I mean, my first reaction is to say no.
And it's not some cute nurse. It's, you know.
I know what you're saying. Get my ass whipped to get my check.
It's oh yeah, it's just, you know,
yeah,
publicly spanking you in front of the line with your ass hanging out.
Hey, well, if one of you aren't going to support me, then I guess that's what I'm going to have to do, isn't it?
Damn.
Yeah. So you got to survive. You got to do what it takes to survive, you know, in that sense. But, you know, back to a discussion that we were having with Squib there. You know, yeah, I mean, if somebody's attacked, I mean, I carry a gun to protect myself. I mean, but if it's my time to go, the gun's not going to help me, is the way I look at it. But if it's not my time to go, you know, I'm going to try to save myself from getting hurt. So, I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, but it makes sense in my head.
I think I get what you're saying. I think I get it. So I don't know. I think, comes with that type of stuff, death or whatever. I mean, there's no way you're going to avoid it. So you got to wrap your mind around it somehow. Obviously, it's easy. It's, in my opinion, other people's death is harder than my death. Yeah, well, what do I care when I'm dead? So, but it's the ones I care about that would bother me in a sense. But we're all gonna go. So it's how you live your life that matters. So you want to be in a bubble, or you want to be scared to face fears, or do anything out of your norm. I mean, that's your choice. You know what I mean? So. The more risk you take, the more likely you are something's going to happen. But at the same time, that's, in my opinion, if you don't almost die once in a while, you're not really living. And some people would call that crazy, but I think you'd understand if, some people get it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. You appreciate life more. So,
yeah. So I mean,
you don't let every little thing bug you. Don't, worry about the damn news driving you crazy all the time. Do what you're going to do and try to instill good values and, go from there.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. I mean, but flip it down the other way or flip it the other way, not taking the vaccine for the COVID. I mean, it's like if somebody's attacking me, I'm going to defend myself. But if the COVID's attacking me, I'm not defending myself.
Yeah, but you're more likely to survive whether you get COVID or not. So
I know.
What's the difference? I mean, there's no the whole thing's kind of irrelevant. You're probably more likely to end up with a serious problem just driving to go get a damn shot if you get in an accident statistically. So it doesn't make any sense. Like, just because society tells you that, so what? A lot of people smoke crack too. It doesn't mean I'm going to start smoking crack. I mean, people do what they want to do. You can't convince everybody.
Yeah, well, it goes back to the old story that I've been saying for the last 2 years. It's all right. I mean, yes, okay, so the COVID cases are up, right? But they're still not telling you how many people are surviving. There's more surviving than dying. That's the bottom line. Well and well armed. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. How are things there in Georgia?
Good. I'm trying to get this new house working, but I'm over here now cleaning up between construction guys messing it up. So it's they promise to come back tomorrow and clean, and you never see them again. That's what the tile guys do, the painter guys, the rough carpenter,
bad business, man. They should be job sites should be clean every day.
Yeah, I didn't get those crews. I got the crew that says time it's 4:50. See you later, buddy.
You need to screw with them, and tomorrow morning be laid out on the floor like you fell and hurt yourself. Be like, now I need a wheelchair. You wait till you get the bill for this one.
All right.
Yeah.
You wanna see the patio I poured?
Do what?
You want me to show you the patio?
What, the mess they left it in?
No, I poured a 600 square feet patio that hits my back 3 sliding glass doors. There was like a 5-inch step down to pavers that were 4 inches apart.
Cool. They stamp it or dye it or anything?
No, they're gonna come back and cut it, and then we're gonna stain it.
Okay.
So when are you gonna move into it?
All right, let's see if I can do the camera both ways. Can I turn the camera around?
We got you in the picture right now.
All right.
Yeah.
So the fence is in rough shape. Mind you, this house is 1975. So that goes to a garage. That's the house. That's out to the parking lot.
Can you tilt down a little bit?
Yeah,
Is
you
that
got
where
to
your
down a
pad
little
is?
bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah, there. Okay, now we're getting there.
All right. So
Oh,
that's
damn, they didn't cover it. If you're rolling on it, it's got to be set for a little while.
yes. They poured it on Monday,
Okay. All right,
and
there
it's
you go.
been hitting 60 every day. So got that. That'll be my son's room, and that'll be my bedroom. So
Now, it does taper away from the house, right?
yeah. So had a pretty good rain and everything drained. I got a buffer. It's 3 feet on this side. There's a little 4x4 section there, or 5x5, and then I got 1 foot here for drainage. So I should be okay.
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend any AstroTurf or anything like that. So some people like putting those on the patios, but tend
No,
to back the water up a little bit, depending on the drainage angle they got going on there.
so
I don't know if you checked it, but I recommend checking it in front of all your doorways and stuff. If you got a level, just to make sure.
All right, yeah, I got a level.
Yeah, because you don't want to get stuck with something even or whatever, and then a heavy rain it backs up later after they're long and gone. I mean, after it's poured, it's already a problem, but it's better to address it now before they're gone. Hopefully, anybody that has a clue shouldn't do that to you, but
Yeah,
you never know.
pretty good thresholds too. You know, they're all 2 inches tall. Not that they're waterproof, but yeah. So since I raised that, the carport was low. I raised it too. So its step was into the carport. So it was raised 4 inches here, and that's to the outdoor. That's that door we just saw. And then it tapers down to about 2 inches, and then the last inch it goes down pretty good.
Okay, and I assume you don't mean you're saying 2 inches of drop, like the concrete doesn't end up being 2 inches thick, right?
Yeah, it's 2 inches thick. So it was 4 inches here at the house, 2 inches there, and it tapers down to 1 inch. They put all the concrete has fiber strings in it.
Yep, yeah. A rebar as well. It should be some type of
Yeah,
meshing or
they
something.
didn't do
Okay.
rebar. There were no cracks. They said putting concrete on concrete in Georgia is pretty permanent.
Okay, so there's concrete under it too.
Yeah.
Okay, because 2 inches, I didn't want to be the guy to tell you, but 2 inches is no good to drive on. So standard sidewalks 4 inches. So most pads driveways are like 6. So, and then if you got anything heavy equipment, then that's a whole nother story. So, and you know, hopefully they got it good concrete, because I'd still be cautious of 2 inches on top of concrete, because you know anything major, that's going to be your risky area, in my opinion. But
Was that baseball
hopefully you're all good.
Defense?
This is the front porch, so it's 7x15, and it was 9 inches low. So this is 9 inches thick at the house, and 6.5 inches at the drop. So
Woo. That sounds like money. 9 inches. Woo.
It's got that 1970s moon roof there. So I think it's pretty strong out here. So again, we're gonna stain all this in about 45 days.
What color are you going with?
My uncle, he used to work for a concrete dye company. So he said there's some chemicals, some acids that you could bring in there that make it look like natural stone. And so all the outside concrete has plastic under it as a vapor barrier. So the color will last a lot longer.
Okay, cool.
All right. Now, so when's it all going to be ready for you to actually move in?
I'm moving in on January 6th.
Oh, okay. All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a roll-in shower, and I guess you call it a whole wet room. So I'll show you that real quick. So let's see. That over in that corner will be the roll-in shower. The toilet will be there. It'll have the rain faucet and the rain head shower on the roof. The far spigot on the right will be a regular handheld. The one on the left, that'll be a high pressure tile cleaning jet. And then they'll put black marble here. So it's a pretty good sized bathroom. It's 6.5 feet wide by 12.
Wow. You're definitely having that all redone for to make your life easier in that wheelchair, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be my permanent retirement house.
Yeah, so you might as well do it right from the beginning.
Right. Yeah, I figure I'm 56 now. I probably got 20 years here before I have to go somewhere else.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I was being a bit morbid. I was talking about this the other day with the old boys down at the diner. You know, I don't want to go to a nursing home. I hope to God, back to my thing, that when my time comes, I'm at home or out somewhere when it happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to be so bad that I land up in a nursing home. I really don't want that to happen. If I can help it.
Yeah, both my parents are not nursing homes, but my mom's in a retirement home and my dad's in a nursing home.
Yeah. Yeah. I just, I just don't want it. I mean, that's what I'm saying now. I mean, I'll be 65 in February. Damn, I'm getting old. Shit.
Wheeled, was that just a standard exhaust fan in the ceiling?
Where?
Ceiling of the bathroom?
No, it's a new one. I mean, it's pretty standard. Is there something I overlooked?
I don't know if you can or something you might want to consider or talk to them about, but you might want to add a second one. Bathrooms that size that are like, wet rooms, you can say. I've worked in a few, same situation. Actually, they had chair rails that come right into the bathroom and stuff. But basically, cleaning purposes, the lady was like a neat freak. I walked through the house, she mopped the floor behind me. It was insulting, but that's how she was. But needless to state, I guess cleaning wise, it's a lot easier. It stays, it vacates a lot better. You don't have so many water spots, things like that, if you can add a second one to that. So I don't know if it's something you're interested in. They're not really expensive, and I don't know if it's something you want, but maybe bring that up to them, and they might be able to give you some information on the differences or something before it's all finished. But just figure I'd throw that out there, a little something. So less maintenance, the better.
Yeah, the one I got has a humidity indicator detector, and so you can cut it. You can you can set it where it automatically runs, like down to 40% dehumidity. Humidity, and so it's pretty good, and it's a pretty powerful one. It's a brand new one.
Okay.
So I think, since I'm not going to have a shower curtain, it's just a wet room. I think one is going to do it right now.
All right, just an idea. So, and
Yeah.
like I said, that sounds probably a little heavier duty than the standard,
Well, I
low
did
special. So,
I did buy a second one because what I've learned is, I keep them on almost all the time. I'm kind of in my old house, my gun room was in my gun safe was, next to the bathroom. And so I just kept it running till about 2 o'clock in the afternoon just to make sure all the humidity was out. Where now my gun's going to be in a different part of the house away from the humidity of the bathroom. So, but I did buy 2 fans because when this one gives out, they won't have to replace the box. They'll just throw the innards in it and drive on.
cool, smart stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got extra wall tile that I'm going to keep. That'll give me 3 rows on 3 sides in the shower part. In case they ever have to go back, I'll have matching tile for the walls. I can always put something different on the floor, something black on the floor that will match. But what I found is, rolling showers last about 10 years and then they start rotting up the walls and you have to go in there. So
Is
this
there
one,
access panel to the plumbing behind that wall where your stuff's going in?
That's the outside.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's Delta and, got a lifetime warranty on it.
Okay. In those situations, a lot of people have made access panels on the outside. So I know your home, it looked like it's stucco, so it might be a little more involving. But
yeah, nobody can match 1970s concrete stucco.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was reading the chat here, Rob, when you were saying you're in that house and she's mopping up behind you.
Yeah.
Right. Buck says, Rob, it's a good thing she didn't see how dirty your carry gun is with the rust.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had some strange customers. Yeah. But hey, that's
Talking about
everybody's
your carry
got their
gun,
own stuff.
Has it rusted up since you cleaned it last?
No, it's been fine. Haven't had any problems with it. So, normally I keep a light coat of CLP on it in a sense. So I think just during that stretch of time period with work, I got it wet a few too many times and had it on me all day. So, and then didn't bother when I got home or whatever. So, and it kind of bit me in the ass.
Yeah.
But,
talking about that,
it's been all right.
Now, but when you get home, do you leave the gun in the holster and put the whole stuff on the table or whatever?
Yeah, I usually leave the gun on me. So it's in the holster pretty much all day. It will end up with me at night, and then it's out of the holster.
Okay.
So I don't want to be fumbling around with a holster one-handed or something in the middle of the night if I need it in a hurry. So.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, mine when I got it, it's with me all the time, but it comes out the holster at night when it goes on my side table where but next to my bed.
Yep.
Yeah. But I said it. I just wondered if yours was left in a holster because that can cause issues too. If people just because some people just sort of like when they got those clip-on holsters that go over your and you just pull out the whole thing and people just put them out and stick them down on wherever they're on their dressing table or whatever and walk away. I mean, even though all my guns in my safe, none of them are in holsters per se. They're just they're there because I don't want them to rust or whatever. So that's just me. What the hell do
I
do?
usually store other guns in holsters or whatnot. And usually keep all my stuff ready to roll. That way, if I got to grab or swap out quick, I can, or double up, whatever I got to do. If there's an emergency, things are ready to go. So, in a sense, not just for me. So, yeah, I'm not always here. So, but yeah, I can say I show you without touching. I'm not touching, folks. That's the beauty of a display. You don't have to touch it, but got it racked back so you can see here. But that's where my issue was, right near the end of my barrel, and no problems, no rust.
Okay.
And that was
Oh,
just
that's one of your pistol
pulled out.
stands too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's probably dusty, not the cleanest thing, but yeah, it's a little dust and stuff in here.
Yeah.
But all in all, that's just kind of lint fuzz type stuff, but no rust.
Well, that's
CLP
good.
does it, man.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. That's what you like to see. You know. So, anyway, what's time? Damn, it's almost 4:00 already. Oh, Buck says you need one of those. How do you pronounce it? Aegis gun cleaning kits, or AEGIS. Isn't that the one that
I'm open to try.
You know?
I'm open to try whatever. I've got a few different things, mainly hoppy. CLP's been my go-to forever. Got that M7 Pro from years ago. I don't even think I've tried that. So I've been.
I'm Ballastol all the way.
CLP's just always worked for me. So
well, I mean that's basically
anybody selling anything more expensive, I'm not really. I won't buy it. I'll use something else, but I'm not interested in most cases because CLP does it. So not saying there's anything bad or anything against anybody or anybody else's company.
I mean it's Ballastol's same thing really. But I use it for everything. You know, I don't use different stuff. I just squirt the whole goddamn. Take the firearm apart, and squirt it with Ballastol, and clean it, and I'm be done with it.
You know, there are certain people that just hate the smell of Ballastol. I
love it.
Like it. Yeah, my grandfather used it. I like it, but my gunsmith, he freaks out. He can smell it even if I used it like a month or two ago and own it.
It's good stuff. I mean, for cleaning and protecting, I think it's great. You know, but I haven't been to guns that long. I mean, I chose that because I was looking for a cleaning thing. And be honest with you, I chose it because in my early days, that's a great thing there. That card is fantastic. What you got it stuck to, though, is a shame. It really is.
Hickok 45 sold it to you, didn't he?
Yes, he did. How'd you know I was going to say that?
I knew that. I knew that's where that was going. I've heard other people say the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, he was one of the first ones I ever saw. You know, and he talked about it, and he made a good argument. So I tried it, and I liked it. You know, so I've heard. I've been like over my friends' houses and stuff, and what they use and stuff. And to me, it's. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, a lot of my relatives around here are diehard Hops number 9. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's just a lot of work. You know, when you can just spray it, run a cloth through it, and you're done. Wipe it off.
Now, what would impress me is a good smelling edible lube that can be a multi-lube. You know, now that would be cool because, well,
I think
go without stating.
A lot of the ones that are organic, like Frog Lube and some other ones, but they don't work as well. They gum up.
No. So you want an edible gun cleaning lube?
Yeah, you get done with your firearm, you can lick your fingers. You know, girlfriend gets all oily, it's not a problem.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, that is a good point. You know, But so we know what you do at night with your cleaning supplies. Yeah.
Hey, what's hotter than a half-dressed chick cleaning your guns? I mean, come on. I
You're
can't be
right.
the only one.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know? Yeah, oh yeah. So
Not gonna say it happens, but a guy can dream, right?
how's your any deers come by yet, Squib? Hmm.
6 of them 1,270 yards south of me.
Dang. It's out there a little ways. How good are you, Squib?
What are you using? What rifle you got?
Henry Big Boy 44 Magnum.
Okay.
I'm not even sighted in for that distance. If it's not going to make it that far, but I'm not even sighted in for something like that. Furthest shot I've ever made is 800 meters.
Okay. I hope you got your 1911 on you to finish the job like you did last time.
Hopefully they come his way. Get a
Hopefully.
good chance if they had his way. 6 that he might be. One will get close enough.
Yeah. So, but let me back up here and regroup. It's still, I mean, you still got deer season up there in Michigan? Because I think this is the last weekend here in Indiana for and it's muzzle loading right now. Then it stops for a couple of weeks and it starts up again in January for a couple of weeks.
Muzzle loading's over. We're in late antlerless now.
It's always bumper season in Michigan.
What was that?
So it's always bumper season in Michigan.
Yeah.
New York too.
All right. Oh, I didn't watch what you call it this morning.
Caliber Corner.
Yeah, what was it about today?
Oh man, how could you miss that? You sleep in?
Sort of. I was actually cleaning and mopping my floor this morning.
You didn't miss. Squib was on there crying the whole time about his credit card bills and this and that. So
okay. All right.
mainly about shopping, deals, things going on. To my recollection, I was there the whole time, but half awake. Pounding coffee. So
yeah, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, that's basically all the topics are is about what deals you can find out there.
And movies, the people in their damn movies. Ugh.
Christmas movies.
Yeah, movies
Die
or
Hard
music.
is a Christmas
Damn it.
movie.
It's bad enough we got to start hearing that stuff before Halloween, but now it's all we hear now.
Yeah. Die Hard's a Christmas movie. Yeah. So that's all you need to know. All right. Anyway, I'm about. God damn it! That's all right. Sorry, the cat got me. Snuck up on me and scratched the back of my leg. You son of a bitch! What did I do to you? And I'm so nice.
Get a taser.
He's getting old and grumpy. That's his problem. And he when he wants something, he wants it now. I gotta get him to the groomers.
Yeah, that's how you get thrown out of this house.
What's that? Being grumpy?
Yeah, grumpy and greedy. That'll get you to boot quick.
Oh yeah. Plus, I think he's got cataracts because if I don't put stuff right in front of him, he doesn't see it. Before I could, like when you're giving him treats and stuff, I could drop them on the floor and he'll find them right away. Now I literally got to put him right in front of his face, otherwise he doesn't see him. So I think he's got cataracts. Because when you catch his eyes at a certain angle, they seem kind of cloudy. I mean, he's diabetic. He's about 15 years old. Now he's biting my hand. I'm rubbing his head here, and he's trying to bite my hand. He got goddamn sharp teeth.
Cataracts will get much worse. They'll get where they're completely white and frosty, and white in the middle. So you got probably just onset of it.
Yeah, but I mean, one thing, he's 15 years old, and he's a diabetic.
And I got 2 cats that I don't like sleeping in the back of the house, and 1 cat that we let sleep in the back. And so I'll feed the 2 a snack to just get them out of the back of the house, and they hear the bags, they run up, and I pour it on the floor, and I don't know what they're not like dogs. They don't immediately start lapping it up. They look at me like, is that all, or where is it? I don't know. What's going on? Why are you dropping all this stuff? And then about 10 seconds go by, and they go, oh, you dropped food. I mean, this is every night at 11 o'clock. And they act like, they're surprised that there's food on the floor.
Yeah. Oh, well.
They just don't give you the same reaction a dog would, is what I'm saying.
Oh, Sabrina said she just had to put her dog down last week. 14 years old. Oh, and she had bowel cancer. Oh, that's sad. But I said, this old boy, I mean, Maine Coons, I mean, he's small. He's large for a normal cat, but for he's a small Maine Coon. He'd be like the runt of the litter. But they only live 15, 16 years anyway because of their size. The bigger the animal, the less they live, actually. So, I mean, that's what I figured anyway. But so he's only got it. I mean, knowing my luck, this thing will last another 10 years, But he's I figured, I mean, cataract surgery would cost a fortune, and he doesn't have that. If he was a young cat, and you got loads of years in front of him, I would look into doing it. But he's way on the downward side now. So, I just take care of him best I can until he, has to be put down. So that's the way I'm looking at it anyway. All right, after that morbid subject, I'm gonna. The wind is blowing, so I'm gonna go use the old gas barbecue and do me some hot dogs. That's what I'm having for dinner today. And that's all right eating hot dogs. My cats don't like hot dogs, so I don't have to share. When I do hamburgers, I got to share them with them because they sit there and look at me until I feed them. They're like dogs. They beg for food. So I'm just rambling on here, trying to take up time. So I'm gonna call it. As I said in my title, I got nothing. All I'm doing is rambling today. I'm not with it. Now, don't forget, though, I won't be here next Saturday because that is Christmas Day. And I mean, normally if I was here, I would do the show, but I've been invited over my cousins for Christmas dinner. and I got to be there at 2:00. So, I'm not rushing to eat to get back here by 3. So, to be quite honest with you. Plus, if I stay longer, I'll more likely get me a bunch of food to bring home to last me a few days. Is what I'm thinking, because she overcooks every time. So that's what I'll be doing next Saturday. But I will be here this Wednesday. God willing, and the creek don't rise, I will be here this coming Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, the only time zone that matters. So anyway, let's go this. Anyway, New York, Outcast, you got any shout-outs or plugs?
Just R&L displays if anybody's interested. Obviously, that's still going on. That. Sale happening.
Yes.
Besides that, just fraternize amongst each other politely and check each other out. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day, and happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that stuff. If we don't see you.
Yeah. That's an R&L display, wall display where my AR is on behind me. Actually, they are a great product, made in USA, veteran owned, and we don't say Happy Christmas on this show. It's not allowed. That's being politically correct. It's Merry Christmas, and if you don't like it, fucking tough luck. So there we go. Squib, you got any shout outs or plugs?
No, I guess not.
All right. Appreciate you being here.
Thanks for helping me pass the boredom, sitting in here freezing.
Well, I appreciate you being here. Anyway, well armed. You got anything?
Well, I think Happy Christmas, at least it has Christmas in it. You were really talking about Happy Holidays, right?
Well, I don't like Happy Christmas either.
Well,
that's why I let him get away with it, because it did have Christmas in it.
Yeah, well, it does have Christmas in it. The whole thing is taking Christ out of Christmas. That's the secular spin on it. But anyway, Merry Christmas to everybody. I'll start doing videos in early January as soon as I get moved in. Looking forward to getting back in the groove. So yeah, that's it. Check out any of my old videos. I'm still answering any questions if you have them. I've got about 200 videos posted.
Yeah. Oh, Jacob says, is there a quiz this week? No, there isn't, Jacob. I put that on hiatus for a little while. Is that the right way to pronounce it? I got to collect some more swag, and I'm just giving it a rest for a few weeks. I'm more like started up again in the January, February time. So hopefully more likely closer to February, because that way it gives chance for people to go to SHOT Show and maybe get some swag off of them. That's my plan. So, all right. So I want to say, yeah, go on.
Rick, SHOT Show was canceled.
It was? You sure? And aren't they having their range days still, though?
I mean, they could. Last time I was at that range, it was not completely open, so.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I think more likely to be canceled again this year. Even the I don't even know they're going to have it this year. The other one that nobody likes talking about. I do like going to their show though. The NRA. It's going to be down in Louisville.
Tickets are on sale for the Great American Outdoor Show, but I wouldn't be surprised if they cancel that too.
Okay.
It's probably a safer bet just to buy a display, admire your own stuff at home, and count your money.
Absolutely. That might work. That might be the way to go. Put your guns out everywhere like I'm gonna. I
I thought the NRA show was going to be in Houston again this year.
No, it's scheduled for Louisville, Kentucky. That's what I heard. So I'm wrong. I haven't been checked up on any of it lately. I'm not a member of the NRA at the moment anyway. I let it lapse because I was pissed at them. And I still am really, but you're getting free if you're a member. How much does it cost if you're not a member?
It's free.
Even if you're not a member?
As far as I know, they'll just, well, I don't know. Maybe you got to get a membership when you get there. I don't.
Oh.
Gotta join the club to get in. Spend your money.
Just walk in. Nobody's gonna stop you.
Well, when I went last was in Atlanta, and Trump was there in 2016, and they were charging at the door $10 for non-members, and if you had like a Greenpeace or Save the Whale shirt, it was $100. Furry friends, with all those groups.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, anyway, I've said that actually the last one that they managed, the last one they held was the one they had in Indianapolis here a couple of years ago. They've canceled them since COVID. So anyway, I'm going to call it quits. I want to say thanks to everybody in the chat for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. All I've been rambling on today about hardly anything. And so I do apologize if it hasn't been your cup of tea. But sometimes that's what happens. So with that said, I'm going to call it. And I will see everybody Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern, the only time zone that matters. So, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Goodbye, Sabrina.
Eat a salad.